The Halo Scythe is a cool weapon in a rare weapon class with a novel Ash of War. Its classification as a Reaper gives it long reach and the eternally useful bleed buildup. While it is not buffable or infusible, it makes up for that with a unique and frequently useful Ash of War. But before we use it, we gotta go out and get it. The Halo Scythe is only obtainable via a weapon drop. The best place I found to do this was southwest of the heart of Aeonia. Kill any clean rotten knights wielding it and you'll eventually get the drop. I got it on my third try, but the wiki says it's only a 2% drop chance, so your luck may vary. Now that you have the Halo Scythe, you'll notice that it's a split damage weapon. Most of your attack rating will come from the physical portion of the build. This physical damage will scale with both your strength and dexterity. As for the holy damage portion of this build, this will scale with your faith. Faith will govern not only the holy damage you do, but also the damage the projectile portion of your Ash of War does. If you want to keep a good distance and maximize that Ash of War damage, you should maximize your faith. If you want a more balanced build, you should invest in strength, dexterity, and faith simultaneously to maximize your attack rating. I personally went for the AR since the Ash of War, which we will discuss shortly, does plenty of damage even with minimal faith investment. Being a Reaper, this weapon has a long-reaching moveset that feels a bit on the slower side. You can still find use for it in every fight in the game, just be wary how big of a commitment these swings can be, and use that long reach to your advantage. The Halo Scythe also gets the advantage of having bleed buildup, so any increased damage on bleed equipment can come in use here. By far, the most notable part of the weapon is the Ash of War, Miquella's Ring of Light. The Ash has you swipe your scythe side to side, producing a ring of holy light that sprints towards the enemy after a brief pause. Both the swipe and the light ring have a hitbox and can stagger, giving you two solid options. You can use the Ash up close to get quick damage and more stagger out of the move. If you want to play it a bit safer, you can keep your distance and let the Ring of Light do all the work. The ring is much more accurate than I thought it would be before starting this run, so even if the enemy is wholly resistant, you can use it effectively to keep their poise down. As I mentioned earlier, Miquella's Ring of Light does decent damage even at the minimal faith investment, so you won't need too much in faith unless you're also using incantations or are focusing heavily on Ash of War use. Before we get into the stats and talismans, be sure to leave any build recommendations in the comments below or on the Discord, linked in the description. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Elden Ring build videos. For our talismans, we have Millicent's Prosthesis for 5 more dexterity and successive attack power, Dragon Crest Great Shield for more damage negation, Green Turtle Talismans for stamina regen, and the Shard of Alexander for Miquella's Ring of Light. For our stats, we had 60 Vigor, 20 Mind since we're going to cast that Ash of War pretty frequently, 35 Endurance to light roll, 26 Strength, 61 Dexterity, and 15 Faith to use the weapon properly. The Halo Scythe is a weapon worth grinding the drop chance if you want a lesser used weapon with a unique Ash of War. Whether you prefer to play up close and personal or safely at a distance, the Halo Scythe has you covered.